Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh, how's that? Yeah. Okay, so, uh, today I wasn't thinking I could have made an omelet. I had everything. I had the green pepper, I had the onion, had the mushroom. So I'm gonna make that tomorrow morning. And I had the cheese. So 2 eggs and some ham. I used a little bit of the cheese and toast, and I got my marmalade, and I got my chocolate milk, and my coffee. So today's Sunday, me and bro's gonna be doing a mukbang tonight, so I don't have to cook supper. Shout out to Josh in the UK and Anna. So, couple questions. That's good. I'm glad in the comments gave me a couple topics. I had another topic, but this is good. So, someone asked about spooky and experience, but that mostly anything that happened, nothing happened to me when I was young. But any I mostly talked about them in my either my chats or stories, so I'm not going to do it over again, but anything spooky. It was always around my daughter, something to do with LaFonda. Yeah, I know my grandmother, she told fortunes and everything, and Mom tried to, she couldn't. Granny was a real good fortune teller, I guess. But, and none of her kids could tell fortune like Granny. And I can't tell fortune. So, I don't know, LaFonda must have got it from Mom's side of the family, like my grandmother, but hers comes in dreams. Well, a woman in Ottawa, in the townhouse, and she said the woman, I already mentioned it, I talked about it, plus on the mukbang girl. I don't want to repeat it again, I told the story a couple times, but then I mentioned that time when I was driving back and forth to St. John, her waking up. So she must have dreamt it, because she said, I hope you don't get in a car accident today, and we almost got in a car accident. And then it happened that night when she woke up and asked about my father's truck, and I guess his youngest son, my half brother, he rolled the truck or something and broke the windshield, and so she must have dreamt about it. Then I talked about the doll in St. John. I took the batteries out. It was her doll, and she was sleeping with it. And it's still big giggles. So mostly all around LaFonda. And then someone asked, where's my mom? Well, a couple of chats back, I talked what happened to her. But my dad is not in Alberta anymore. Bro might have mentioned, well, what happened was, way before we even moved out here, my oldest half brother, they're mostly closer to my kids because of their age. That their uncle was their, younger. Um, the oldest boy, he came out first and got a job out here in Alberta. He lived in Edmonton for a while, but then he moved to Red Deer. And then after, when his brother and his wife, well, were they married? Because they came back to marry. I don't know, girlfriend maybe? They got married after. They went back to New Brunswick, got married. I can't remember. But anyway, they moved out. And then his wife separated quite a while back. So he moved out. And his youngest boy, him and his wife, rented a house, big house for years. But when Dad moved out to Alberta, him and the oldest boy got a place together. And they lived together there for a long time. And then my son moved out. Then my son-in-law, then my daughter, but not in Red Deer, but we went and visit them a couple times. Like on occasion, Christmas, New Year, you know, Thanksgiving, whatever. Anyway, in summertime, birthday, Father's Day. So, the youngest son, they decided to move back to St. John, back home. So, my brother, he drives truck, and he's gone for long periods of time, right? There's like a long haul truck driver. It was okay when his brother and wife was there, they could keep care of Dad. Keep an eye on him, you know? So he decided to get after they moved back to St. John, to get a place here just up the road in Leduc here, or where I live here. And anyhow, they were here not in the dog, because my brother, he had a dog. I think Bro must have mentioned him, because he always wanted to do a mukbang with him. He was a big guy. He could eat. Like I said, Bro got the appetite from that side of the family. My father. Anyway, never got around to it. So he passed away not too long ago. And so my dad, he moved back to New Brunswick because he got brothers and sisters there, his younger kids there, his ex-wife there. He got more people to take care of him if he gets ill. You know what I mean? So he's there. Talked to him the other day. Can't hear. I had to yell and scream. He got hearing aids. I don't know why you don't put them in. Anyway, so that's that. Someone asked me if I could have a paid a paid vacation or something. Where would I go? Well, 2 years back when my mom passed away, I already talked about it, that I wanted to go down home to her burial. Well, that year I got robbed in January. She passed away in February. I had 3 things going on, you know what I mean? So March, I took the whole book, just 2 years ago, the whole month of June, because I want to go down home. And where I don't fly, so 4 days on the train, and then I would go to I would be in Fredericton. I would stay at a friend's. And then I had planned that this other friend, he passed away, but the guy that I was gonna get, we would rent a car and drive down because they both knew Mom well, right? Um, anyway, we were gonna drive down, rent a car, and go to her burial and funeral, and then come back home. Um, but because of COVID and they canceled everything, but they didn't cancel the air things, so airplanes yet. And LaFonda and Bro went down to Mom's burial. So if I would want to go back down home, but I would take the whole month of September off. Because down home, I like the jazz festival. They close off all Main Street. And it's like 4 day long. In daytime, they got different tents, but they got different things, and you don't have to even buy a ticket. But it would be nice to have a ticket, I suppose, if everything was paid for. Because usually I walk around and there's music outside, but then the special features are inside the tent, right? And you can buy, depending on how big the performer is, you can buy just a ticket or a whole pass for the, I get the pass. If everything was paid for, I get the pass for the whole festival, you know what I mean? And I would get my motel room at the Clown Plaza because it's right down on Queen Street. That's where I would, for a month. We're talking big money. Anyways, so I would go to that for the whole week. I wouldn't stay in Demento, but I would go to Mom's grave, buy some flowers, put some flowers on her grave. She's buried next to the baby that died there, her first one. So, my would have been full brother. I would get some flowers for him too. And what else? That's about it. I would just see friends but would be definitely be September. Because I like the jazz festival. It's jazz and blues. Oh, and they have the beginning of Queen Street all blocked off, and they have what do you call them? Outdoor vendors, food. That's at night. I like it in the daytime too, but at night it's just nice, peaceful atmosphere. You can walk around at night in jeans and that, but mostly everybody's dressed up, and you know what I mean? Well, it used to be, it changed a little bit, but there's more. But I've been going to that for years, and yeah, at one time it was like, well, I don't think they were a whole lot of street performers. Maybe in the daytime and not at night. Mostly everybody went to tents, and they all got money. Maybe that's why. But now there's more. They got they got everything, like people playing music and bongos and juggling and everything, like street performers. They close off the streets, 2 streets, Queen and King. At night anyway, they close both off. And all the tents is along the water, and it's beautiful. It's a fall. Pretty much. It's not too hot, not too cold, just beautiful. I like it. But that would be, I wouldn't want to. Now, if you asked me if a place, that was just a vacation, someone asked me. But to live, if I had money, I would probably go to a place out in BC where there's no snow and blah, 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 right? But I won't have the money to do it, so when I'm ready to retire, I'll probably move back to New Brunswick. But if I ever won a lotto, I wouldn't go to New Brunswick. Nothing's there for me, but I'll retire there because this is my home. I want to move out of this place, that's for sure. If I won a lotto, I would not live here. Just not my cup of tea in this little city or whatever I'm living in. But people's different. Not a cutthroat. They talk nice behind backstabbers. Talk nice. And then I met a few and stab you in the back when you're not looking. There's a few of them here. So, I mean, you get them everywhere, but for the little amount of people that I met, that I know here, talk all nice but they don't know. I can feel. Oh, sorry. Sorry. They don't know. I can feel it though, cause with that fake laugh that they do. Mom used to do that, and I knew what she was thinking. Well, when they got that fake laugh, then I say, you know, if they're truly not laughing, then you know they're up to something. So if you're talking to someone and you get that feeling, that's when I clam up. I shut up, right? But, yeah. I got a stand for my phone, but it goes upward. So I just got it leaning up against it. So, anyway, my welfare set up. Anyhow, so tomorrow I'm going to make an omelet. Ask some questions about it. If, like the doll and that, I already went through that. And the woman, that was in the parts. The parts I went through. And then I just talked about what happened with Mom and everything. And that was only a couple of days ago, wasn't it? That I said she passed away and all that, and what's staying in tow, and I moved up here. Yeah, it was the kids' day. Or something to do with the kids, wasn't it? So, next Saturday, for Saturday night, I'm going to make something really, really easy. With 5 ingredients, but it's going to be creamy mac and cheese. The reason why, the Fawn's daughter, which is 9, my granddaughter, Miss Lee's, she's going to come and talk on Saturday night chat. Then what I'll think, because Jenny doesn't want to be on camera, the weekend after that, I might pay for a cab to come over. I'll cook something in day for the kids that they would like. You know what I mean? I'll film it. It's not going to be fries and McCrappies. It's going to be something that I cook. Anyway, she can stay off camera if she wants to, and her 2 kids, because she can talk in the background. But anyways, and we'll have chat with her two kids. She doesn't want to go on camera. So I'm gonna finish this up. Tomorrow making an omelet. It is so cold. It's gonna be a cold week. Thank God I can catch that bus right out here. It's like last night at 9 o'clock it said feels like minus 20. But this morning, when I woke up, I don't go by temperature, right? It feels like minus 29 out there. All week's gonna be that way. Because today, I was gonna walk up to the bus stop, because the bus too don't run on the weekend, right? Walk up and then I would have to get off at this other gas station and walk up to Jenny's. I was gonna go visit, but I text her. I said it's too cold. Next weekend I'll probably do it, or I'll wait and have them come over the weekend after. Could do that too. It's bad enough I gotta go out in it for 4 days a week, right, for work. On the weekend I try to stay home. Anyhow, so ask some questions or think of a topic, and don't forget to like, because there's an analysis thing on YouTube Studio and it shows what percentage is viewing but they're not subscribing. Like there's a percentage of some, I don't know how to read it, but anyway, there's a lot of people watching the videos but they're forgetting to hit the subscribe. So anyhow, so if you could do that for me, subscribe, notifications, like. So you guys all have a good day. Oh, it's time to go outside and have a cigarette. It's so cold. But if the wind's blowing one way, I'm glad we're in a corner. I got two corners. If it's going this way and too cold, I'll go to one corner. And if it's depending on, but the other day it just went, it was cold. There were no corners to hide. So, you guys all have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.